अपना हाथ दिखाया प्रभास जी को, एंड अगर दिखाया तो उनका क्या रिएक्शन था?
हेलो हेलो चेक आ रहा है साउंड है? थैंक यू। फिल्म में जो होता है कि बाहर लाइक आई डोंट नो
इन
फिल्म
जनरल,
में
इन जनरल
इन जनरल
कभी
वो
भी आपने अपना
हम
हाथ
एक्ट
दिखाया?
कर रहे हैं ना, लाइक ही डज नॉट एक्चुअली रीड इट, बट बाहर जो पंडित जी जो थे उन्होंने बोला कि मेरा फ्यूचर अच्छा है, तो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी अबाउट दैट, और फिल्म हिट होगी, सो आई एम होपिंग।
एंड प्रभास जी, हमने सुना है कि मिस्टर अमिताभ बच्चन नरेटर हैं, तो व्हाट वुड यू से
Yeah,
अबाउट एंड व्हाट्स योर
so it
फीलिंग?
was like great. You're talking about the voiceover which he gave? Yeah, it was like everybody loves his voice, and I spoke to him and I sent him a letter, like so like sweetly he gave the voice, and I'm very grateful. So you know, it's a very important dialogue I think in the film. It starts with his dialogue and ends with his dialogue. So I'm very grateful. We are all grateful to him for giving his voice.
ज्योतिष विद्या को ना फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में 80% से ज़्यादा लोग मानते हैं, चाहे वो साउथ इंडस्ट्री हो चाहे वो बॉलीवुड हो। तो लेकिन मेरा मानना है कि कर्म सबसे मेन होते हैं, इम्पॉर्टेंट होते हैं। तो आप लोग कितना बिलीव करते हैं इस पे, और अगर ये सच होता है तो आप लोग कितना काम कर सकते हैं इस पे?
Yeah, yeah, I believe in fate, destiny, and all, but I never showed hand to anyone. When Radha told me the story, I thought like, oh, me, palmist. I never showed it to anyone. So, but the way it goes, it's between love and destiny, the fight. So, yeah.
हेलो। 3-4 सालों से बहुत सारा फ़र्क देखने को मिला है हमें। पहले ऑडियंस की नज़र में होता था ये टॉलीवुड एक्टर, ये बॉलीवुड एक्टर, ये टॉलीवुड फिल्म, ये बॉलीवुड फिल्म, लेकिन मेकर्स एफर्ट डाल रहे हैं। अब इंडियन सिनेमा और इंडियन एक्टर की मतलब बारी आ रही है, तो मेकर्स एफर्ट डाल रहे हैं। आपकी तरफ से कि और क्या एफर्ट देखने को मुझे मिलेगा, और आप क्या मतलब उम्मीद करते हैं और क्या बदलाव आएगा इंडियन सिनेमा?
So it's a very good sign that India is becoming one, because the other countries like China, biggest industries like China or Hollywood, they have one language. We have how many? 18, 20 languages. So now we are becoming Indian cinema, and it will take like 5 years where everybody are experimenting in films. So you know, like Telugu songs, Hindi song, Bahubali or RR, or you know, every film we are all trying. To reach Indian audience. It takes another five years, I think, for because every day it's an experiment, and we're going to make India's film, only Indian films after 5 years, I think. Like as you said, and we're going to be the biggest industry in the future.
Okay, so my question is to you that now the Hindi audience basically has a perception that you are going to come in Hindi theaters only for action films. So would you want to change that perception? And the second question is to Pooja, that Pooja, you know, we have seen all the romance when it comes to the women in the film. So do you also want to come to the action side of it?
First, should I or
No, Prabhas, please go ahead.
So yeah, so I like the films which I'm doing, like Adipurush or Nagi's project here, are like biggest action films. Every 2-3 films I want to try something different. In Telugu also I was an action hero from my first film, but I did Darling and Mr. Perfect, which worked. They were big hits, and I don't want the audience to get bored or fix it like that. I can do only action. There is action in Radhe Shyam, but you know, not dishum dishum, but we have action. Like you can see the visuals and all. So yeah, I don't want the audience to get bored of me, so I want to try something.
You know, I honestly think that Hindi has seen love stories, and we have some iconic love stories with DDLJ and all of that. But I also feel that we, as an audience, sometimes want to see more love stories which aren't happening. Some hoping, which is why Kabir Singh did really well, you know. So I hope that with this film also people enjoy the love aspect of it. And when it comes to the action, I would say just wait for my next announcement. That's all I'm gonna say. But very excited. I definitely want to, do something with action, because I feel that as a young girl, I look up to women who have played major action sequences and done roles like that, where you know, she's been the badass of the film, you know. And growing up, I've seen that, I've loved it, and I hope that through my choices in my films, I could probably inspire another little Pooja. So I hope that happens very soon, and it will. Just give me a few months for my next announcement.
किसी लड़की को इम्प्रेस करने के लिए पामिस्ट आप बने थे. इट कुड बी फॉर पूजा एंड भूषण ऑल्सो.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't remember.
या मतलब आई डोंट नो. पूजा, इफ कभी आपने कुछ अभी इस तरह से किया है शायद कॉलेज डेज में, या कभी किसी
Film में तो definitely we did some, maybe yeah, I saw Pooja's hand in the film, yeah.
Yeah.
भूषण जी, आपसे जानना चाहेंगे कभी आप कोई लड़की को इम्प्रेस करने के लिए, हो सकता है बहुत बार इस तरह से कॉलेजेस में हम लोग ट्राई करते थे, एक लड़की का हाथ पकड़ना हो तो यू बिकम अ पामिस्ट एक्चुअली.
No, I have never tried that, but Pramod was telling me he has tried actually. You told me, na?
My question to you is that we are witnessing, I think, a superb change in a way. That the mainstreaming of South cinema, I think it's a beautiful experience for almost everyone. It's no more considered as regional cinema, and the way, in a way, it's like a benchmark in terms of be it box office, be it technical acumen as well as writing. Do you think this change had to come one way or the other, because it's truly spectacular as well?
Yeah, it should come, I feel. Maybe it started with Bahubali or with Rajmouli or whoever, but I think we should make an Indian film. It's time, and it has come, I think. Yeah.
And do you think Radhe Shyam is one film that can truly go maybe all across, because the theme is truly universal with.
Yeah, the theme which I select, like I try to make, everybody are trying to make Indian films, north, south, east, west. So we tried to make Indian film. So it is an Indian film. It's like love, destiny, faith. Everybody believes in it, or around the country, around the world also.
After Bahubali, Pushpa became a film which crossed 100 crore mark in northern region in Hindi belt. How do you see the success of Pushpa, which was released recently, which starred Allu Arjun in it? How do you see the success of that?
So like we are getting closer. Like we are making Indian films. Like yeah. So that's now Bahubali did, then KGF did, now Pushpa. Now we are getting closer to make Indian films more and more. Like maybe a year in future we might release some 50 Indian films. So that's very good sign. We are going to become the world's one of the biggest industries once it happens.
Hi, Prabhas.
Hello. Hi, Prabhas. Neha this side from Mastak. Hi. This side.
Sorry.
प्रभास, ये इस फिल्म को जो है राजा मौली जो है वो नरेट किया है उन्होंने. एक बाहुबली के सुपर सक्सेस के बाद उनके साथ कोलैबोरेशन, उस पर क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
Yeah, I don't know when Rajmouli does, but definitely we'll do something. And yeah, we are friends, so I can ask him. I don't ask him, he won't tell me. But we had a small plan, but I don't know when it happens. We'll let you know.
Hi, Prabhas, this side, center.
Hi.
So this film is kind of different than your films which we have watched. According to you, what do you think? What will attract your audience the most? Is it you being in the film, or is it the story? What will attract the most to your fans?
Any stars, I don't want to talk about any other stars, but like any actor or stars, they really, the film runs only because of a writer and the director. Then only I think we stars or actors can make it bigger, little, the openings or something, but the film can run only by the story or the director.
Right. And एक डायलॉग है फिल्म में कि प्यार को लेकर आपका प्रेडिक्शन इस बार गलत है. वेल कितनी बार ऐसा हुआ है कि प्यार को लेकर आपका प्रेडिक्शन गलत हुआ है रियल लाइफ में?
बहुत बार हुआ है. That's why I didn't get married, I think.
And पूजा, आपसे एक सवाल ये है कि we know you are very versatile in terms of acting, but talking about राधे श्याम, कितनी versatility आपको दिखाने का मौका मिला है इस फिल्म में?
I feel like sometimes the script supports you, and I think this time the character has helped me kind of portray another version of myself. You're going to see a new Pooja, I would say. And it was great that I got to do a commercial film which was a love story where the girl had a very strong character. You know, I had to so I prepped a lot for it. She's fun, she's strong-headed, she's very much a girl of today, even though the film is set in, I would say, 80s? 70s, yeah, in that era. So I'm very excited because I hope you all like what I have done with the role. It has been, like I said, one of my most challenging roles, and on such a big scale, I hope you all love it. Yeah.
पूजा, हाय, प्रशांत this side.
Hi.
आपने बोला ज्योतिषी को आपने हाथ दिखाया और उन्होंने कहा आपकी कुंडली बहुत अच्छी है, तो उन्होंने ये भी बताया था कि आपको सिर्फ सुपरस्टार्स के साथ ही काम करना है, प्रभास, सलमान, रणवीर सिंह, और या ये भी बोला कि इसके अलावा आप गंगूबाई काठियावाड़ी जैसे कैरेक्टर्स भी करेंगे.
Sanjay sir, if you're watching this, please give me the chance. But इतनी बुरी बात तो नहीं है, मतलब अगर हम सुपरस्टार्स के साथ काम
मैंने
कर
कहा तो
रहे हैं
अच्छी बात है, मैंने बुरा नहीं
अच्छी
बोला.
बात है. I have also not worked with superstars.
आमिर शाहरुख के साथ भी करना है.
I haven't also, if you look at my filmography, but I think it's now about picking the right scripts for me. I think it's about picking the right characters, and I think that I've reached that stage where I feel like it's, you know, I want to be challenged as an actor more than anything, besides doing the commercial films also, which I am. And this is like the perfect amalgamation of both, I would say, because, you know, there's a scope for performance and it's a commercial film at the same time. So I hope you like it. And I hope I keep working with superstars, and you know, they say that sangat acha ho to fir wo kabhi na kabhi to wo that it rubs off on you. So I hope that the superstardom of my co-stars also rub off on me somewhere.
एक चीज और ऐड करना चाहूंगा, हर एक्टर के साथ काम करने का एक चैलेंज होता है, तो प्रभास के साथ काम करने का क्या चैलेंज आपको लगा और उन्होंने क्या रबाव, अपनी स्टारडम कितनी रबाव की आपके साथ?
I think the challenge has been with his fans, because they are so passionate about him, the darling fans, that agar kuch, if there was no update coming from the team, they used to bombard me on my Instagram and my Twitter saying that please Radhe Shyam update, Radhe Shyam update. So I think my challenge has been with that, but it's amazing to have such passionate fans.